Welcome back to Viva Brazil. Remember, you can be part of this conversation. Joined by 22422, that's the SMS number, and hashtag Viva Brazil on Twitter. Tell us why you need to come and have fun with us in the studio. You don't need to be an added football fan. As long as you're watching football and you can give us your views, 22422 is the number to text, or hashtag Viva Brazil on Twitter. We continue. World champion Spain know that they must win tonight against Chile to revive their hopes of making it to the round of 16. The champions lost 5-1 to the Netherlands in their first Group B match, but Spain also lost their first match of the 2010 World Cup to Switzerland before going on to win the title. The 5-1 defeat not only means Spain are bottom of the group, their goal difference is also inferior, meaning they might need to score heavily in their two remaining group matches in order to qualify. Midfielder Andre Iniesta says the two matches against Chile and against Australia are two finals for the team. Coach Vicente Del Bosque says the main priority is to win the matches and not to score many goals. Chile, meanwhile, expect to come up against a resurgent Spain team, but they are aware that a win would almost guarantee their place in the next round and will dump Spain out of the competition. Chile are second in Group B after beating Australia 2-1 in their first match.
De mi boca no saldrá de que vamos a buscar una goleada porque me parecería.
You won't hear me saying that we will score too much, because it will seem to me like a lack of sportsmanship. The only thing is we will try to win the match within sporting limits. We will seek to be a better team than them, but at no time in principle can we say that we will score too much against them. This is in accordance with our code. Another thing is that we will try to get the best possible result. I believe there is never a good time to play against Spain, but now we have to play. How was the first game, and how will it be if we had the chance to play a good game and beat them, put them out of the World Cup? It will be a big plus for us as a team, so motivation opens ways for us. If Spain will play like a final to avoid being put out of the World Cup, we will play like it's a final for qualification.
Midfielder Luka Modric and striker Mario Mandzukic will spearhead Croatia's efforts to keep alive their hopes of reaching the World Cup last 16 when they take on Cameroon tonight. Modric has recovered from a foot injury he sustained in the opening 3-1 defeat by Brazil, while Mandzukic will make his World Cup debut after serving a one-match ban for being sent off in the second leg of the Croatia's 2-0 qualifying playoff win over Iceland on aggregate. Meanwhile, Cameroon captain and record goal scorer Samuel Eto'o could be used as a substitute during his team's second Group A game against Croatia on Wednesday despite a knee injury. 33-year-old Eto'o says that he had virtually no hope of appearing in the game, with Cameroon needing at least a point to avoid a group stage exit. The Indomitable Lions lost their opening match 1-0 against Mexico.
Modric is 100% fit. He came through training, and there is no question he will be ready.
I think the most important thing for us tomorrow is that Samuel is with us, perhaps as a substitute. I think it will be very, very hard for him to start because we are talking about health matters here, and we can't work miracles.
Well, welcome back. The substitutions have been effected. Ramon Perez Rodriguez, welcome to the studio.
Welcome.
He's from Spain, and Claudio Torres from Chile. Welcome, guys.
Thanks.
I'm sure you've discussed the game, how it will be. Chile, surprise first win. Are you surprised by the results of the first?
No, it was like kind of the match that you need to win. If you are in a World Cup, like those are the matches that you are supposed to win. If you want to continue with the right morale and the self-confidence to make it. So yeah, some doubts in the midterm of the match, you know. But then like the last goal also brought a lot of like morale for the next match.
Well, next match is a tough one. Spain. Do you think they lost 5-1? You can add one more, it becomes 6-1?
I think that we have a good opportunity to continue to go through the group phase. Like, let me put it like that. Like, I really think that Chile, during like after the last World Cup in South Africa, has grown in knowledge, in confidence, self-confidence too. Usually, you need to believe yourself, like, and like trust yourself that you are right there playing that important match. And I think that now the team is right there.
You're halfway through their 3 points already, Ramon. What happened? 5-1.
I don't know really what happened. It was a surprise, mainly for us. But well, the football today, each country has a good football, and football can happen anything. In addition, it's very difficult to keep always with the same performance in the same level, year plus year, and champions plus championship. Okay. So, well, I have confidence in my players, okay, and my team. But well, I hope Chile is not difficult team. Is not easy team. Sorry, it's not easy team. There are not easy teams today. But well, I have confidence in my team. I think that we have to recover. We have to analyze what had happened. I have my own opinions about which have to be currently the play of Spain. Cannot be like 4 years ago for different reasons. Well, I need that all depend on us, and we have an opportunity, and of course today we don't have another option than to win.
Tell me, where were you watching the match? Who were you watching with? The first time you played? Yeah, where?
In which place? Do you want to win?
Where were you watching?
Yeah, the place I work. I work in Stanford University. Well, I am working there as a consultant at the moment. And there is a T-Mall that is just in front of the university.
Yes,
it's my favorite place to see the football.
Many big screens there.
Exactly.
Oh, sorry about that. In your opinion, you say you've got, before I speak to Claudio, you said there are a couple of things that you would like to change. If you're the coach, what is that you would like to change?
Well, I have a strong confidence in Del Bosque because Del Bosque is extremely good manager and very, very, very wise. Okay, it's the first thing I have to do. But in my opinion, Spain cannot play like 4 years ago, 8 years ago. We say, joking a little bit, tiki-taka. Okay,
yes.
So it's like playing very beautiful, open spaces, very beautiful football. I think that for that we have to have a very young team and be in a very strong physical conditions. And now there are a lot of players that are playing 4 years ago, 8 years ago, and they are not as young. They are 30 years or over 30 years. So I think that they have to play half in that way, half tiki-taka, and defend a little bit more. And to do a wise combination between people with experience and young people. Is my particular opinion.
Okay.
It's my particular opinion.
Claudio, he's just admitting that they have very old players in there. If I pick out Iniesta and Xavi in the midfield, they're over 30 now. They are not the same Iniesta and Xavi of 2010. Do you think this is an advantage for Chile going to this game?
Yeah, could be. It's not that also the Chilean team is like so young or whatever, but it's like, I will say maybe they have end a cycle of their like body performance, and maybe that can be also an advantage for us. But I think that like we recognize that Spain has very good players. All of them, they are like laureate people, you know, like with like very good curriculums, if we can put it like that in football. But I think that the Chilean team for the first time also is like kind of each player is playing in an important team abroad. Like we have like at least 5 guys that they are.
Yes, that is one thing that I was just reading, that you've got players in Juventus, you've got players in Barcelona, Alexis Sanchez and all that. Because do you think Alexis Sanchez will be coming up against some of his teammates? And he's played against so many of these players in La Liga. I think actually very few come from any other league, but most of them are from La Liga. Do you think that he has secrets that he can share?
Like, somehow the Spanish market is one of the biggest market for the Chilean players. So most probably not only Sanchez knows how the Spaniards they play. Like most probably many of them, they have already experience in La Liga. I will say also that Alexis also can have his revenge time, you know, like the way that Barcelona lost the last La Liga, and somehow when Messi was away and Sanchez was somehow guiding the team and Barcelona was winning, Messi comes back and Barcelona lost everything, you know. So I think that like can be his revenge time about Spanish football.
Ramon, if you are in Spain today, where would you be? What would the conversation be?
In Spain, the football is a religion. Difficult the answer. I think that we are all expecting about what is going on, what is going to happen. But because everybody think that all is possible. Spain now is in a situation that can be defeated for 4-0, for, doesn't matter, Cameroon, Germany, but in the next week can win 5-0 to Brazil or to Argentina. So we are expecting, we are waiting to see what is going on today. After this match is when the Spanish people, they are going to take the decisions. Now we are expecting, because we didn't, we were very surprised about the result of the first match, because you can lose 1-0, 2-0, because you have bad luck. We scored first, and we were near to score the 2-0, and we passed from near to 0 to 1-1, and this 5-1. Something strange happens. Well, we have confidence in the players and mainly in our manager.
What do you think would happen if Spain were to lose today?
Nothing. Go back home. The life is going on. At the end, this is a play. You have to remember always that this is a play only. Okay. And well, is to analyze what had happened in order for the future to be better. We have a good background.
Yes.
Okay. So we have to take advantage about that background. We have now the opportunity to carry on in the champion in the game.
Yes.
Okay. If the worst happen, I hope no. Okay. With the permission of my my Chile friend, the Chilean friend. Okay.
Yes.
Well, we will analyze what has happened in order to improve always. We have to have a positive thinking.
Do you think Del Bosque needs to change the goalkeeper? I support Real Madrid, but Ike Casillas in that game, I must say I was a bit disappointed. Do you think he would be able? Do you think he should change the goalkeeper?
I'm not sure, but not because I try to avoid the question. I'm not sure because everybody do mistakes. Okay, even the goalkeeper. It's true that a mistake of a goalkeeper is dangerous. Okay. In the final championship, in European Championship, the first goal that scored Atletico de Madrid against Real Madrid was a fault of Casillas as well. Okay, and now. Again, it happens that a big mistake of Casillas have changed completely the match. Yes. A lot of people are questioning about that. I'm not sure if Del Bosque keeping the team. I will agree. I understand perfectly that decision. But if he change, I agree as well. Okay. So it's a question of the manager because have the full knowledge what is going on.
He understands the players.
Exactly.
Okay, Claudio, would you rather they change the goalkeeper or they keep the same goalkeeper?
I would say like they are important people. You need to give them another opportunity. Let Iker play again. Let Piqué, let like Ramos play again. Like maybe they have a second opportunity.
You're pointing out the weaklings of the team. That is what you want.
I'm saying like they should have a new opportunity to play. So I hope that Del Bosque will let them in.
Now tell me, as we wind up, would you rather, if you win, if you qualify from this group, would you rather play because you're in the same group with Brazil?
The next step.
Yes, next step. Yeah. Brazil, Mexico, or what would you prefer?
No, like you always try to avoid Brazil. You know, also like this time is the host, and historically also Brazil has been the team taking us out from World Cups to Chile. Like that's happened also in South Africa, happened also in France. happened also decades ago. So we rather avoid Brazil. But I will say the Brazil that I saw yesterday,
Yes.
not too threatening. I think that they are missing important players. Not that they have them, it's that they are missing. They really are missing a striker.
They're missing a striker.
They're
Yes, they
missing
have
a
strikers.
striker. Like if really Fred is the only guy that can go with Neymar, I think that they are in a problem, you know, of having.
So you think you can contain them with the current team?
They are not the threatening Brazil that you had like World Cups before, and also I would say I have not seen them yet as champions of the world team, like in how they have performed until now.
Okay, then that is Ramon and Claudio telling us what they feel about tonight. Remember, they will be meeting in a very crucial match. Spain must win to progress. Chile want to avoid defeat to progress.
Cameroon might be the first African team to go home if they lose today. They're playing Croatia at 1 a.m. Kenyan time, and I'm joined by Eugene Wilbur. He's a student at Hekima College here in Nairobi, but he's also from Cameroon. He wants to tell us a bit about why he thinks his team will win. My director has some of those clips, and he'll run them even as we continue. Now, what's at stake is that on the Croatia side, Mario Mandzukic, Luka Modric are said to be in good form and they're ready to play. But on the Cameroon side, Samuel Eto'o is injured, and he might actually be out, according to Coach Volker. So, Eugene, is it true Samuel Eto'o might not play? What does that mean for the team?
Well, you see, in football, you have to prepare some tactics. I think the issue of Eto'o is about mind games. I'm taking that on 50-50 chance. You might be surprised to see Eto'o for the 90 minutes because in football, you have to use some tactics so that the pressure is not on Eto'o. So that, to me, is a mind game. Yeah.
So let me get this right. So we're sitting here, we're discussing how to go into tonight's game, and we decide, let's say Eto'o is injured,
Yeah.
so that Croatia relax,
Of course.
and then we slip in Eto'o at some point, and hopefully he scores, even though Mourinho thinks he's very old.
But there are other things that have to be done in terms of the match formation. Like last time you saw, we are playing a very defensive game. I don't know why. The first game of the World Cup,
You lost 1-0 to Mexico.
Yes, we are playing a 4-4-2 formation. Why were we defending? We should have played a very offensive game. So today, I'm expecting that one of the tactics to be used should be like a 3-5-2 formation.
3-5-2, so we have a better midfield.
Yeah, we have to be offensive.
A better midfield and a better offense as well. More forwards.
More forwards today because it is a do or a die.
It's a do or die for Cameroon. That's correct. And of course, looking at Cameroon's road to the World Cup, your players did not board the plane when they were supposed to. Talk to us a bit about that.
Anyway, this happened in 2002 and then in 2010, and it is becoming something. But I think what is clear is that there is some conflict with Feka Food, which is the managing body of Cameroon, and the players. Now, these are bonuses that every player would want to see. You know, sometimes we don't know the life of these players. Like Samuel Eto'o, he's only 30 and we're expecting him to retire. So when these people retire, what do you expect them to do? So this is their right. These are bonuses we get from FIFA. And the Cameroonians, we are not supporting them, unfortunately, on this. So this
you want the players to play. Forget about the money for now. Can you please do something for
now
us?
They want to, they should play. And I have very big confidence in them. Today we are going to take on Croatia and we are going to win the game.
And you're going to win the game.
Yeah.
Now, if you lose the game, perchance, God forbid, are you going to be sad, or is it going to be more of, I expected this? What's going to be your reaction?
You know, many Cameroonians, we said that we lose last time because of the yellow jerseys. So when we are away, we use the yellow jerseys. I don't know why they did not use the white jerseys. So today...
So your jerseys are lucky?
Yeah, we are now on green today. So we expect to win. There is nothing... and we expect to see some changes. I know there are some players like this Bayern Munich striker,
Mandzukic, who's going to be back.
And also, I don't think from Croatia's side, they are also playing some mind games about Morik not playing. And you see, it's a very tactic midfielder. So we expect them to handle these two players, and Olik, who is also a fantastic striker. So these are the key players we expect to handle, and it's going to be a difficult game, but I think with the players we have...
You expect to take it. My last question is, if Samuel Eto'o doesn't play, Kenyans know Samuel Eto'o. In fact, let me brag, I've met him, I've met Samuel Eto'o in Laikipia. The truth of the matter is we are the same height, but we're not the same height in the wallet, unfortunately or fortunately. But he's come to Kenya. We're familiar with him. If he doesn't play today, his expected substitute is Pierre Webo. Tell us a bit about that gentleman.
For me, not necessarily Webo. There is Abubakar Vincent, who plays for France. He scored 12 or 14 goals in his league match. And so that's where I also have the problem with the coach not putting him on because they say he doesn't click with Eto'o. So these are there. But you see, if somebody has scored with the French team, 12 goals in a single league season, so you expect him to score goals. So Eto'o is not only the player we are relying on, but Webo is a good option, as you said.
Good. Now, if you can give us some predictions for tonight, bearing in mind, I don't think Cameroon have won their last 11 out of 12 encounters. Cameroon have only won one over the last couple of World Cups. What would be your prediction in regards to tonight?
You are right. Cameroon last won Saudi Arabia. That was in 2002, and we want to change that this night, and I bet you'll be ready. You'll see this has been a World Cup of surprises. We hope to pull that surprise tonight.
But you saw how Croatia played against Brazil.
Yeah.
The surprises might be on you.
Well, we don't think so. Today we are well prepared. Eto'o has mobilized the team, and we are looking forward. In football, you have to be optimistic, and we are behind the Lions, and we think they are going to defend themselves today.
Good. I've been actually trying to ask him the final score for today's game, but he refuses.
It's going to be 2-1.
2-1.
In favor of Cameroon, of course.
2-1 in favor of Cameroon. We're going to hold you to that, Eugene. But of course, thank you very much. A big supporter of Cameroon from Cameroon. Cameroon haven't won a game since 2002 at the World Cup. They had a couple of issues coming to the World Cup. I don't even think they received the flag from the president, did they?
Well, these are issues of...
These have been...
We have left those behind. We are going to...
But hopefully, if Samuel Eto'o is fit, this is a team that should make Africa proud today by winning that match. And I'll hand you back to Michael Kinney at our Magic Wall.
Well, Oiga, I'd have loved to ask Eugene if they carried their delicacy to Brazil or if they went into the Amazon to look for it. But that's a story for another day. Well, Ramon told us that there are a few things he would like to change if he was the coach today. If he was Del Bosque, he will change a few things. Ramon, please come. This is what we are going to do with you now. Just be on that side. I'm going to open up the lineup for Spain. Even there is fine. You're right there. So I'll come into the groups and I go to Group B where Spain is. And when I go into that, I will give you Spain. And when the Spain team is there, what I need to do is tap on my substitutions bench. Once it pops out like that, I'm able to do the movement. Now, this is the lineup. This is what I had come up with. In fact, I will just mix them up in there. So I want you to come and tell me if you're to start with the lineups. Who would you put where on this board? Goalkeeper.
Wow.
Casillas or Pepe?
Casillas.
Casillas. So Casillas remains there. Right back.
This is Piqué.
This is Gerald Piqué, yes.
My opinion is that Piqué has to be out of the team.
Out of the team. Put him out. Who will you put on the right back?
I have a lack of information of the current, the last year in Spain play. So
okay,
I'm not able to
Pepe is
see
out.
that. But I know that Gerard, for me, a very good player. I was in love of this player. But I think that it's time to, in my opinion.
Okay. Who would you put? Let's skip that one. Left back, or we start with central defense. Who would you put in central defense? This is Sergio twice, so we don't need Sergio 2 times. Who will you put in central defense?
Sergio maybe.
Yes.
Okay, but I told you that in the last year I have a lack of information.
Yes.
I have carried on the day-to-day.
Okay, let's make it easier. Which players would you like to see in the lineup? Who would you like to see out?
Out. That is the question. So, Iker, I am in doubt.
Yes.
But if the manager say have to be, have to be.
Okay.
In my opinion, have to be.
Who else do you want out?
2 players that I was in love of them, but very sorry because the time is going on and one person has to go out. For me, it's Gerard, Piqué, and Xavi.
Xavi, okay. So Xavi Alonso out. Let's bring them to the substitute bench. Here. and Gerard also.
Is Xavi Alonso or Xavi Hernandez?
I think that is
I am speaking about Xavi Hernandez.
Hernandez. That is Hernandez.
Okay.
Yes. Alonso, I think we have Alonso somewhere here.
If it's Xavi Alonso,
Xavi Alonso is here.
yes, that is just in the frontier, in the boundary. Okay, as Xavi Alonso
Xavi
is in the
there.
boundary, but
Yes.
I will keep there.
Oh, yes. Oh, our magic wall is gone there. My director needs to tell me, give us direction. Where do we go?
Right, of course, it's been a fantastic show. We've had a really good time here. As you can see, Citizen TV's Viva Brazil is out of the box. You never know who you're going to expect here. And we want to thank all our guests who took time here to come and be with us. Earlier on, I managed to speak with Stephen, Hannah, and Jack. And we were able to analyze some of the games. Thank you so much. And they all get to walk away with a Gillette hamper. If I could just come back and just show you what they're going to be walking away with at the end, including and the jerseys that they have on as well. I also want to thank all our analysts representing all the different countries. Rodriguez, Torres, who should actually be supporting Spain, and to the on my far right there, we have Eugene also supporting Cameroon, Michael Kini.
And
Fantastic
of course,
panel here.
Of course, Wahiga, we said here we encourage the spirit of football. We have to, we do what the other players do when the match is over. You exchange the jerseys. For example, Eugene is from Cameroon, but I will not give him a Cameroon jersey. I will pick that one.
Thank you.
You can tell us what jersey I've put you in there. I've given you in there. Ramon,
That's a Spain.
Thank you so much.
that one is for you. And that is for you, Rodriguez. Right? Portugal.
Portugal.
Yes.
Wow.
And of course, our other guests already had
Obrigado.
Brazil, and Cote d'Ivoire.
Obrigado.
Right, Michael Kini, I believe that's what we have today. Of course, lots and lots of CD. Any last amazing tweet that we could read out?
Let me see. I know the show is on, but there are no lights at home. Sorry about that, but you can catch our replays on YouTube.
Right,
Thank you so much for tuning in.
And of course, thank you for all the predictions here. We'll try and see who's correct and who's not, but everyone here representing their country believes their team is going to win, Mike. So let's wait and see how that goes. Match is kicking off from 7 p.m. tonight.
And remember, we didn't say that you must be a football expert. We do not mind what you do. If you can watch football, even if you don't like football, watch the game today and tell us tomorrow I want to come and talk about that game that I watched. Say it was boring, say I don't understand anything. We want you here. We don't want your expert views, but we want your own personal opinions about the game. So that is what we have to do. 22422 is the SMS number, and hashtag Viva Brazil on Twitter and Facebook. From all of us in studio, we say it's bye-bye. How do you say bye-bye? That is the one you do.
Hoje é tudo nosso. Quando eu chamo o mundo inteiro pra jogar é